Okay.
Why do you think they sent
Here we
a
go. Gonna
combat
start a new
model like
game.
you to a recon job? If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
All right, all right.
Okay. Starting on normal. Let's start the game.
2B, you're going to have some new
Lost the
weaponry
opening
installed from
cutscene
here on
again.
out. I'll put up instructions
Everything
for
fixed.
you.
Oh, God, it's louder.
Listen to memory.
Roger. We are perpetually trapped.
Is it? I can't tell from my end, but
Is this a curse?
I mean, it
Or
means I
some
reset
kind of
the settings
punishment?
correctly, at least. I'll just turn it down.
I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll
Have you
ever
played
have the chance
Ikaruga?
to kill him.
I played a little bit of Ikaruga.
Okay, because
I'm not very good at it.
I feel like I keep making the Ikaruga joke every time we see this vid, and it's like,
You'll have squadron come in.
2B here.
am I wrong?
It's like I know. No, you're not wrong. I only know the basics of Ikaruga though. That's for certain.
All units confirmed.
Which I assume it doesn't get much more advanced than there are white bullets, there are black bullets. Don't get hit by either of
Once
them.
you reach their anti-air defenses,
not correct.
proceed to manual attack formation.
You want to get hit by the same color.
Oh,
bullet.
shit! I'm an idiot. This is why I don't play Ikaruga. This is exactly why I don't play Ikaruga.
It's all good. It's fucking hard. Ikaruga's fucking.
12H
It's
down.
brutal, man.
All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
I do find it kind of nice that they don't allow you to actually crash into your your fellow flyers. Although it'd be interesting if in like higher difficulties it made it so that like you would actually have to dodge for them.
Alright, so welcome to the first gameplay section of this whole fucking
Our
game.
HO229 cancelers are
Dodging
ineffective.
really easy lasers to cool music.
That's pretty much the rest of the game too, from what I understand.
Well, the rest of the game is dodging really difficult lasers to cool music.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Alright, so this is Nier Automata, which I don't know how to pronounce properly. It's an action game by Platinum Games and Yoko Taro, which I guess by proxy means by Square Enix.
Some fucking how.
This
I don't honestly know how Yoko Taro ended up with Square Enix exactly. I
Didn't he
probably
get
should have
fired
read
from
something
Sega?
about that. Wow, that would have.
I
To be
thought that
honest,
was,
it's
like,
probably better
the
that he's
story.
not with Sega. That could very well be the case. I honestly. The only thing I do remember is that Square Enix asked him at one point to remake Dynasty of Warriors.
And
Permission
instead we
granted.
got Drakengard.
Yep. Which at this point I think was literally just him trying to make the most fucked up thing possible just to make Square Enix pissed off. It did work! For better or worse, but...
Alright, so in this first section, I've played about the first 4 hours of this, which got lost to recording hell, so we're starting over.
Captain, I think
Why the fuck you just standing there, Jesus?
4B down.
This first part goes from like... It goes from like
Operator 6-0.
top-down
Allied
shooter
down.
to
The
twin
operation
stick
is
to like Star
compromised.
Fox to
Waiting further
Gradius.
orders.
It's fucking awesome.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering
I was about to
data on
ask
the
if they
local
knew
terrain.
where the
Understood.
lasers were coming from, but I'm pretty certain that they do.
Yeah, alright, so welcome to Star Fox. I really should have played the Star Fox game that Kamiya made for the Wii U. I bet he did a good job with it.
I mean, it looks very nice, but from what I understand, it's like really bad because the Wii U screen is used too much.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, now we're playing Gradius. Fuck Star Fox.
Oh no. Please ignore that.
Oh, I bumped. So you have, you know, the right bumper shoots, the right stick dodges, but the dodge is also like your primary form of movement in this game. It's not exactly spammable, but you do tend to use it to get around places. This part is obviously twin stick again.
You know what? In retrospect, I think I would have actually liked to see Zone of the Enders if Yoko Taro was involved.
That's an interesting opinion.
I don't think-
Why is that?
I think that the story might have been a little bit stronger.
Oh.
The gameplay would still suck, but like,
Welcome back
well,
to
depending on
Starbucks.
who you are.
Surprise, we're not.
Did
a
Kamiya
spaceship.
actually work on Star Fox, or did he just really like it?
No, he did. He really likes Star Fox. He actually worked on it.
Alert.
He was saying for like years how he wanted to make a
Yes,
Star
I'm
Fox
aware
game.
of that.
Oh look, I can move! So, this game has... You can fucking shoot on the ground. It has sort of like Witch Time from Bayonetta, where when you dodge perfectly you get a little bit of slowdown and you can counterattack. I would actually say this game is way closer to Bayonetta than Rising, despite the fact that it looks like fucking Rising.
You know, I am looking forward to Rising 2 when fucking Raiden will have a 2B outfit.
Oh, I'm sure Rising 2 will ever happen now that Kojima isn't at Konami anymore. Wow, it is hard to talk and play this at the same fucking time.
I think we ran into that problem before a
We
little
did.
bit.
I thought I'd be better at it this time. So this guy's bigger. I love these robots.
Well, the bunker told me to expect
Enemies
My
destroyed.
name is Anemone.
Not
I'm the
quite.
leader of the
That is a
Android
bigger guy,
Force
isn't it?
that controls most of this
This is
None of these
fucking
guys
awesome.
have
I remember yelling a
what
lot
I'm
when this
looking
happened.
for.
Well, I'm sure my people will have plenty of information for you. Please feel free to ask them anything you like.
Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is
And of
unrelated.
course, for anybody curious as to why 2B needs to fight Niels, it's because Yoko Taro likes girls.
Oh, I tried to
And
dodge, but I didn't.
honestly, same. Oh, this is something I can talk about. So over the giant saw arm, you will notice a series of letters. That is a part of the Celestial Alphabet, which was a invention by,
Communications recovered.
I believe he was a Jewish scientist? And it was basically, it's most notable for, like, having been used to write DNA code.
Program download complete.
In this case, this giant saw arm actually spells out the name Marx.
The name what?
Marx. M-A-R-X.
Oh, so the boss from that Kirby game.
Or Karl Marx, possibly.
Nah.
There's
I'm
a
trying to think
lot
a
of
horrible
philosophy
clown
in this
Kirby.
game. I mean, you are free to think that, I think.
Fun fact, they had the same objectives. The horrible clown monster from Kirby just wanted to create a socialist government in Dreamland. Kirby's actually
I'm
a
sure-
horrible capitalist pig.
Better make sure he's actually dead
Well, I
next
mean,
time.
considering how he
That was
consumes
dangerous,
everything,
man.
yes.
That's true. Look, it's 9S, a tiny boy.
You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm
Unlike
here to
the
provide
newer
support.
Link, he is
Copy
not a
that.
soft boy.
So,
No.
was that big old
9S rolls
buzzsaw the
as hard
Goliath
as
you
fuck.
came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh, well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a
Excuse
flight
me.
unit,
Oh,
so
I'll
I'll
have
take
to
a
cut
look
that
around
out.
the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Every time I see 9S now, I just think of that one tweet that somebody made about how their mother watched some Nier Automata gameplay, and she was like, I like 9S, he's so polite.
He is polite. Yay, I made a bridge. So yeah, after you dodge, you start actually, like, running. I don't think I talked about that pod program. The pod has, not only does it shoot, like, Mega Man lemons, but it can have different power-up, like, powered-up attacks that take time to charge, and you use that with left bumper. They're pretty good. I don't have a lot else to say on them. They're just pretty good.
Oh, these guys drop little bits too. I don't think I actually noticed that from the first time. Which, honestly, will be handy once you have to start doing loads and loads of fetch quests.
I don't know if I intend to do all of the millions of fetch quests that are inevitable in this game, because it's Nier.
I hear that they're not as bad as they were in the first Nier, which is, you know, it is something.
Manus could fucking book it upstairs, though. Holy shit.
What is it?
Or 2B,
I was
not
going to
Manus.
send you the map data I collected
He probably
earlier.
can too, though.
Do it.
I mean, he has a jetpack, so...
Yeah. Hey, we're side-scrolling now. But instead of going where we're supposed to go, let's go here.
I will say this, in my trying to desperately catch up on Nier, because that is the only game that I'm not familiar with as much as Drakengard. This area actually is very reminiscent of a place called the Junkyard, or the Junk Keep.
Called what? Sorry?
The Junk Keep.
Oh, but
It's a place in Nier where, like, Nier has to do, like, a whole bunch of
It is certainly
mission-y stuff for
fucking junk.
2 kids.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies
It even
are
has
changing
robots.
signal.
Nothing's
Nier
ever
has fucking
easy.
robots in it? I thought it was a fantasy game.
Well, no. If, Drakengard is more of a high fantasy game, whereas Nier is more of, like, I would say more pseudo-fantasy.
It's fucking awesome.
There's never been dragons or anything in Nier. There's just been really, people. Because in Nier it takes place on Earth. It's just obscenely so far in the distant future that it's basically just soft apocalypse everywhere.
Society is broken down and now it's grassy and... It's I Am Legend, but with less dead dogs and zombies.
And more magical diseases.
So these guys are fucking a little
Oh!
annoying to fight. Oh, what's up? What are you excited about?
Sorry, I just remembered this is something that I saw while I was doing research earlier.
Oh, yeah?
So, when you did the pod program that shoots the big laser, there was, like, this explosion, and it had, like, a bunch of celestial letters in it, actually. All of those celestial letters are one of, like, each one is one of the 4 letters that make up the DNA code,
Scanners like me
GATC.
mostly work alone.
Oh, that's
Scouting
cool.
out enemy lines and all that.
Yeah, apparently, like, anything kind of, like, magically,
Emotions are prohibited.
sort of related, or basically any kind of big explosions that, like, 2B or her pod are capable of, will actually create bursts of those letters.
Also, I don't know if you caught that, but by the way, emotions are unnecessary, so I can't think things are cool anymore.
I'm not sure why 2B feels this way, because she
weird.
certainly feels a way about it. Well, that's for certain.
Like, no one else is this way about not being emotional. I think 2B, like, it's not an android thing. I think it's a 2B is socially stunted thing.
I'm telling you, my headcanon where she never got a full dictionary and is just full of corporate jargon is the real problem here.
It's entirely possible.
She doesn't know human words.
Hey, let's go up here and fight a bunch of tiny little baby robots.
Ah, man. I do kind of like this whole area where it was just like the demo, essentially, because it is somehow not actually all that indicative of the rest of the game.
No, not even a little bit. Well, a little bit, but...
I mean, you still have 2B, and you're still going to have your tottering little T-bot
This place
robots.
sure is big.
But, like, tonally, it's not going to be just, you know, this the entire time, which kind of, thank God. Honestly, the one thing that I had trouble with in Revengeance was just being able to sit through it all because it was kind of exhausting.
Oh, I kind of like the big rust aesthetic. One might even
It is
call
very
rusty.
brown here.
One shouldn't,
One
but
could-
you could.
Yes, please don't.
So fighting these guys is fucking annoying, because they'll just like... They'll just fucking shoot you even while you're like hitting them and shit. It's really stupid.
I think really this is the only place I've seen this enemy though.
What, the big guy?
Oh no, not the big guy, the little standing turret dudes. Like, they're not as common in the rest of the areas, probably because it would be impractical.
Oh.
These top-down areas are also actually very reminiscent of Nier, and specifically the junk cube.
They kind of remind me... I didn't realize it until like a fucking minute ago, honestly.
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old world. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Wait, you
9S
just cut
is-
off. What happened?
No, I went because 9S was talking and I remembered that he's really mean to the robots.
9S is a little racist.
A little bit. No, I
To be
realized...
fair, they've been fighting them forever, but...
There's a decent amount of gameplay in this that feels really reminiscent of Devil May Cry.
Hey, that would make sense.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be that surprising, but I realize, like, I don't have Red Hot Kick like Bayonetta and Raiden do. I've got Helmbreaker, which is a Dante and Virgil thing. Which is, it's hard to see from up here, but instead of like kicking down or kicking up at an enemy, I'm slashing down with the sword with a huge arc. I just remembered I can shoot at the same time as I sword.
I was going to ask about that. I wasn't sure if you were going for an aesthetic thing.
No, I'd forgotten completely. It's fun. Yeah, and there's... I wouldn't say there's quite as much top-down as this in Devil May Cry, but in the first one especially, there was a lot of fixed camera segments. Like, you couldn't really adjust the camera in the first Devil May Cry, so it kind of felt like this.
And I know that we got through like the first 4 hours or so of the game, but I honestly... This part feels so weirdly disconnected from the rest of it.
It's a little different, yeah.
Probably purposely, but... I don't know, that honestly remains to be seen. Because, like, I can think of, like, the first boss encounter, and, like, there's not really a whole lot of this happening. The camera angles and, like, just strictly dungeon area.
Yeah, there you can... Oh, well. There, yeah, so 9S, or 2B has the... She has the fucking Helmbreaker from Devil May Cry, it's kinda cool. Like, I kinda missed it, you know? I like Bayonetta and Rising a lot, but Helmbreaker's a cool move.
I gotta admit, all of this combat is so much nicer to watch than in
Is what?
Drakengard
Sorry?
3. It's so much nicer to watch than in Drakengard 3.
Yeah, that's not surprising to hear.
I wonder where these robots actually manufacture their Lego shields.
I thought they got manufactured, like, here.
Potentially?
Okay. I'm gonna be a little careful here, because messed up.
Now that I think about it, I don't think we ever find out where here is.
It's a Ninus said it's a manufacturing facility for the machines.
Oh, no, I mean, like, in terms of where on Earth.
Oh! Well, no, I suppose
I mean,
not.
it could be, like,
At least
California.
not in the game we've played.
I surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
Maybe it's not an Earth at all. Maybe it's another VLR situation where this is actually the moon.
Oh, gross.
Oh. Spoilers.
Yeah, that's... I'm probably gonna put it in like the video title and everything.
You mean the birds?
But
Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be.
birds are notable for
Probably
2B.
because the environment's changed.
She likes nature deep down.
She does, deep down. I was just gonna say, I probably am gonna put it like in the video title, but we're gonna spoil fucking everything. This is not a spoiler-free video series whatsoever.
Especially not for 999, because you guys should have played that already, for fuck's sake.
Or been like me and thought
It's
it was-
out on Steam now. Oh god, I still need to go finish the last game, and I'm not looking forward to it because everybody has stopped talking about it, which is ominous.
There should be another facility across that bridge.
I'm so
Ugh.
It's a bit
excited.
of a hike, but should we check it out?
Oh, for this next
Yeah,
bit?
this
Not
next
like
bit is
command
cool.
to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to
Okay,
time, huh?
that's
Oh, I
everything
also
supply
do
train
have
asked
a
for.
translation for this guy, too.
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Man, these
It's the
chores
only
are
thing
really
that I have.
fun, huh?
The resistance is a valuable ally for you. By helping them, we also help ourselves. So no, I don't think you're a pain.
Alert. High-power channel
So I remember
detected.
yelling a lot when
No
this happened
response from
too.
long-range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out.
You were very excited about this. Because you hadn't played the demo and therefore did not know.
Wow,
About,
this is awful. Holy shit, I'm doing so bad.
The saddest Transformer. This guy, his name is... Oh, wait, no, sorry. These are still marks. Wow, you did get clobbered pretty thoroughly.
Okay, I did better on that one.
Oh shoot, we didn't even go into the weapon, like, customization options.
No, I figured I would do that later.
That is fair. That was a nice series of dodges that you did. I'm assuming a couple seconds back.
Yeah, wait for this
I'm
one. Holy shit.
unfortunately on a little bit of a delay.
Oh no, I got cocky and I bragged and now I'm bad again.
Ah. The hubris of man.
Yeah.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
Ooh.
I was doing pretty good up until that point though.
Now this guy has a different translation.
Yep, his name is Cliff Jumper.
It is not Cliff Jumper. Saddest Transformer he may be, but his name is not Cliff Jumper.
So 9S is not quite like Raiden, she can't jump on the missiles.
Which, honestly, you think she would be more able to, considering that she is a battle-ready android, but...
Well, I mean, she's
Not that I
battle
could.
ready. Raiden is like battle in love with.
That's
Battle
true.
unnecessarily prepared. Battle brings a sword to a gunfight. And wins.
This much is true. Friggin' Mr. I will call myself Jack the Ripper. Which is... That was an interesting addition to his character, honestly. In that I'm not sure where it came from.
Oh
Short
yes!
of making, like, bad jokes.
Here comes little hard boy.
Oh, right. So sad Transformer's name. I totally
Yeah, it's Cliff
blanked out
Jumper.
on your brother. No, it's Engels.
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 What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy.
E-N-G-E-L-S.
Right.
Also a reference to, I believe, a philosopher.
Oh. That's cool, I guess. Do many philosophers take
Frederick
up large transforming?
Enemy attack from below.
No, he was a German philosopher, social scientist, he founded Marxist theory together with Karl Marx.
Oh, good for him.
So, that would probably be why he's working with, Marx the Saw Arms, which are his arms.
Damn, I thought I dodged that. Damn. I need to step up my shit. I mean, he is a means of production all by himself.
In retrospect, I probably should have expected everything to be named after fucking philosophers.
Hacking in.
So this is 9S's thing, right? He hacks?
Yes, he does like
He
that.
does seem to care a lot about hacking, even if really it's just robot magic.
Yeah, well, I thought magnetism was robot magic.
No, apparently it's hacking now. No!
9S!
This sucks real bad. I feel so bad for 9S here. You can't stop a giant robot with your face, but he doesn't realize that.
9S!
9S black box signal detected. No response to communications.
I mean, he damn well tried.
He did try. He didn't do horribly at it. But it's just not possible.
Send a support request to command.
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
So, here's the thing about Nier that makes me question the existence of these giant, dock worker robots. So, like, in Nier, at the very beginning of it, it's fairly obvious it's, like, the apocalypse, essentially, but it's, like, jeez, I can't remember. It's not too far from, like, now. Honestly, I think it's, like, maybe even, like, 2008 or something. And, like, everything's fucked up, and then there's, like, a 10,000 year skip into the future, which I'm sure will be explained at some point. But, that being said, we did not have giant dock-working robots.
Pod, get me staunching gel and logic virus.
Well, but that does get explained in like
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs
That's
are too
true,
poor to
but I don't know
attempt
why
to
they would build giant dock-working robots either.
to operator. Coordinates confirmed for location specified by resistance leader.
Oh, this is an interesting character about face for 2B.
Yeah. It's like, oh, emotions are unnecessary. Oh no! Little hard boy is alright.
We take pride in our service.
HO229 flight
Although,
unit.
to be
Command
fair, she is
677
emotional here, but it is, like,
Usage rights transferred from 9S
a
to
little bit of
2B.
an overreaction, maybe.
Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
You could call it a reaction.
Alright.
He is alright. Well said. How did he only lose, like, the left side of him, though? He got battered pretty hard there.
Good question.
Alright, it's time to play Star Fox again. Except the barrel roll has way more invulnerability frames. Wow, this robot's so fucking noisy. Holy shit.
Well, he is a giant, dock-working robot, after all. I believe he starts,
I didn't know the machines
yep,
had that kind
he's
of
definitely
intelligence.
growling. Wow, you are not kidding. He's gotten much louder since last time.
Target. Hacking in.
Is it his face? Because that's what I'm shooting.
To be the control on the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
Yeah, shut up. Why is she so mean to him? Why did I join in on the being mean to 9S party just now?
Control of upper arm.
It's 2B's influence. She's not a great role model when it comes down to it.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, it's Star Fox again. I got hit by that laser. I'm a dummy. Oh well.
These is control system.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table.
Yeah, so I remember yelling a lot here too. This is fucking awesome.
Subjugation complete.
It's time to use robot magic to fight the giant robot. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is just so fucking awesome. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, this is probably like the most sort of revengeancy this gets.
Yeah, they turn it up to 11 pretty much immediately.
Talk about bringing the battle to them.
I gotta admit though, the latter half of this,
Not
like,
2B.
with
Contact
2B being
command.
very
Request
just shouty
assistance.
and angry is very reminiscent of
No,
Drakengard
it doesn't
3-0.
look like that's going to be necessary.
I don't know
This
if she's quite angry enough.
Oh, definitely not. She's not consistently angry enough.
Oh, great.
Alright, who's ready for 3 more boss fights?
God, could you even fucking imagine?
It'd be fun, man. That boss
They
is fun.
could have done that. I don't know 3 of them at the same time is the kind of,
This is going to end well.
necessary sort of amping up.
Well, we've already amped.
That might be a little much.
We've already
It's
hit,
ready.
like, skateboarding with Go-Gurt levels of cool, so we don't need to go any higher.
I've heard about you guys. We've got a squad.
Yep, we might as well end it all right here.
Yeah, let's just fucking hit.
Just remember that there's nowhere to resupply out there.
Requesting
Best to take care of it
destruction of enemy hostiles.
Oh gosh, I remember when like the demo first came out and everybody was like
Request accepted.
very alarmed with the end of this segment.
I can only imagine.
It was an honor to fight with you.
They were like, they destroyed
True.
everything and everyone died,
The
and
end
I
of
was
his
like,
life.
well, yes, it's a Yoko Taro game. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be quite
I
honest.
don't know. Does Drakengard die at the end of Drakengard?
Who, pray tell, is Drakengard of Drakengard?
I don't know. That's your job. You're supposed to know stuff.
Yes, man Drakengard dies at the end of Drakengard. No, I mean, technically everyone dies at the end of Drakengard 1, but that's mostly because of giant, space warping toothy infants.
That's not
It's-
the right react. Never mind. Awesome, cool, bad. Just pick a better reaction.
It's pretty fucked up. And if they don't die from that, then they get shot down by the Japanese
Mission
military.
complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured
know,
a route
like you
into
do.
enemy territory. Now we can.
So, I don't think there's a whole lot of places you can go on a
Thank
ship
you.
at the moment.
For
Well, especially
uploading my
since we
data
got
to the
thrown into
vault.
cutscene land again.
Those council broadcasts are always so
did that?
stiff. Sorry, I don't remember.
9S
There
has
wasn't a whole
memory
lot of
loss.
bandwidth down there, you know.
Notification
I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
Hey, our
I
leader
see.
told me all about you.
Name's Jackass. Nice to meet you.
Glory to mankind.
I hear you're
Nana's has
planning
a really
to check
tall
out the machines
face.
in the desert.
To
Guess that
mankind.
means we need to get that entrance open.
Looks like it. So,
A tall
Like his
face.
face is long.
ass, was it?
Oh, I forgot about her weird, like,
What are you doing all the way
satin
out here?
gloves.
Oh, that? Well,
Oh yeah, let's connect
It
to that.
cannot be easy to
we
fight
don't
in
have anyone
Velvet,
getting tangled up in
admittedly.
that, now would we?
I feel like
Don't
that's
go
not the
trying to be
hardest
a
part
hero,
about being
alright?
2B.
Don't go trying to be a hero.
I mean, she wears high heels everywhere, and a really strange poofy skirt, and she can't
Who
see.
opens a sealed gate with
5012
explosives?
I don't
There's
think
gotta
that
be
they
an
The
easier
year
way.
can't
mankind's
see.
glorious history came to a summit
Otherwise, they'd
and
be
a
having
black
a much
death.
harder time getting around.
The world was invaded by aliens from
Epcot
beyond
gets
the stars.
really depressing in the
The
future, by
aliens
the way.
unleashed a new breed of weapons, machine life forms, that all but annihilated
I mean, it's not depressing a little bit now?
It's depressing a little bit now, but like,
fled from Earth.
we go from like the wonderful world of recycling or whatever that thing is to like
5204
this.
AD.
The not so
Humanity
wonderful
launched its
world of
counterattack,
people are dead
deploying an
everywhere.
army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy,
Admittedly, I
Still
do
haven't managed to
find it
repel
interesting
the
how
invaders.
aliens are always almost like represented by
that is why
diamonds or
you,
double
your
diamonds when
hub
they're
forces
invading.
exist.
Well, it's
To
I wonder
break
if that's
this
just
stalemate
inherently
once
a
and
scary
for all.
shape.
no, it's because
You
Earth's
are
military
our
also
ultimate
enjoys
weapon,
skiing, so they
and you
employed the
must put
double
an end
diamond
to this
system
war.
from skiing.
Understood, sir.
Oh, yeah, actually.
I wish you good hunting.
Of course.
Glory
It's
to
the only
mankind.
way to designate dangers.
Glory
This sand
to
sure is slippery.
mankind.
How do all of the androids afford such nice clothing in the
Careful.
future?
We've got enemies approaching.
Well, there aren't that many of them, so it's probably not very hard to produce, like, leather outfits for a couple hundred people.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though.
Oh, right, this.
Oh yeah, as I was positing earlier, I have a distinct feeling that the loading screens are going to become more and more important. And the reason for that is because in Drakengard 3, the further along in the game that you got, the less the screens offered little like tips such as like, oh, if you dodge, the enemy won't hit you. And more just defining different terms, including sister and flower. Which, as you go along, become vastly more relevant to the story, obviously. The thing about Yoko Taro is he doesn't quite play by the rules and often does not play by reality,
I
so...
feel like I should call attention to this really amazing here's how you set up your shit sequence.
Try and pick up the pace a little bit? Do you think they even understand the concept of being scared? Ma'am? Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello? Go ahead and adjust your settings so you can hear me, alright?
You can leave
Adjust the settings
9S
until you can
hanging
hear
for
my
a little
voice.
while, but it does eventually reset.
Could you try and pick up the pace a little bit? Alright, are we good now?
And then you can say something real uncomfortable to him.
Oh,
Hypothesis. Jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
There's no reason for that to exist.
wait a sec. We need to restore those. I could set it for you, but...
Well, you see, 2B knows that 9S runs a ASMR channel, and she just wants to encourage him in his career.
Oh, God.
Huh? Wait, no. You need to leave that turned on.
No.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
No.
It needs to be turned on, except
I don't
in
want to
very specific
self-destruct,
places.
9S.
I'm afraid I can't leave this as is, ma'am. Please give your permission. Hey, come on now. I'm just trying to follow regulations here.
Fuck you.
Hey, come on now. I'm just trying to follow regulations here.
Oh, are they actually going to tell you when not to
What's with the weird looking
self-destruct?
No. Well, maybe.
I've seen that sort of thing when I was going through some old data. It looks like what humans used to wear long ago. Certain human collectives used to use face paint like that too.
Okay, here we go. Now I'll be able to hear you over all of the loud explosions. By the way, whoever designed that fucking chair is an asshole. Look at that thing.
Oh man.
That is the worst chair.
It's so long.
You couldn't kick your legs beneath it. It's so short. Like,
That actually reminds me that there's a field of design study called unpleasant design.
That is unpleasant.
It is. It's actually to study, like, designed things that are supposed to discourage unwanted behaviors, such as, like, super uncomfortable park benches.
Oh, with like the bumps on them and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically, they're purposely designed so that people don't do anything on them besides sit, which results in some really just very annoying sitting areas.
Oh, alright, so this is... Speaking of uncomfortable things, this is 2B's room. 2B collects either books or
2B,
video
it's
cassettes?
fun. Their speech doesn't mean anything.
It's unclear?
Just emitting
She
words
does
at random.
have a very
If they
full
wanted help,
bookshelf
why would
for
they be
somebody
attacking
who
us?
doesn't seem to want to spend a lot of time in her room.
Or someone who doesn't have eyeballs.
Additionally, kind of a problem. She also has a spare pair of, like, rain boots at the end of her bed.
I like the same as her normal boots. Alright, so the first time I played this game, I didn't realize that dying took away all of your stuff. So I went into the first level with absolutely no recovery items, so let's not do that again.
But wasn't that so much fun?
Well,
I thought it was fun.
it was fun when I jumped off the bridge and died to a moose.
Yeah, no, 2B really committed to that suicide attempt, certainly.
Alright, so there's... Additionally, on top of, like, you know, items that affect your combat and your health and stuff, you can buy HUD editions. And you only have so much room, so, like, you can install, like, the EXP gauge, which we don't have. We don't know how much experience we have. You can look for fishing spots, which, spoilers, is literally anywhere where there's any liquid on the floor at all. You could spit on the floor and then fish in it in this game. And sound waves, which is obvious, it works like a soliton radar in Metal Gear, but it's also kind of pointless because there's no reason not to run headlong into everything. Oh, we've got mail, which I don't know why they didn't display that before I went to the computer. Oh, I can't access it at this computer anyway. Never mind. So these boxes are for saving, eventually quick travel, and email. Right now we just have a test mail. It's not interesting.
And metal shelters. The structures were referred to by names such as apartment complex.
Ooh, let's take the elevator down.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
I forget, are these operators, or are these... No, these are actual soldiers.
Oh, the ones that are standing in the lobby for the commander?
These dudes over here. I think this one is 6-0.
Yeah, no, those are definitely fighters. You're going to have to give me a second, I'm a little bit behind.
She's got pigtails. In braids.
That definitely looks like 6-0.
Alright, time to get a mission briefing from the commander.
You know, I just noticed it, but this area is dark enough that your pods have to use their flashlights.
Well, they don't have to. I was turning it on.
Still, the fact that it's dark enough that it's a very visible brightness difference is a little worrying. This cannot be good for your vision.
Well, again, no eyeballs, so... So, yeah, there's a resistance on the ground fighting the machines, and we're gonna go, talk their shit up.
So many different androids, all with very different haircuts.
I do like dashing rapidly through areas where it's really pointless. It looks strange.
I do find it interesting that 9S makes this statement about how they can't get near flight units, but he very clearly trashed one in the opening.
Yeah, but he doesn't remember
Target
that.
confirmed. Let's get him.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a bummer for him.
Yep.
He completely wrecked that fucking unit.
Well, he's gonna have another opportunity here.